Alright, this is Schraven, aka Nefair, and in this one I was planning on doing another educational style video. Instead of just commenting on what happens and saying, well, hooray or fuck me, right? Actually commenting on how you should do things. So Gnar versus Garen, just a comment on Gnar. Gnar is a tank buster, essentially, right? Because of his W proc, maximum HP, just bursting down, right? Kind of comparable to Vayne in a vague sense. So because it does physical damage, it shreds physically, and then the W actually, you know, is magic damage. So it's not like you can just build resistances against it. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, something like Gnar isn't super effective right now. Just looking at, like, if you go to op.gg and check the win rate, it's like 48%. Now, that might sound like it's just doing fine, but 48% is already pretty mediocre. Like, that means it doesn't have any sort of pizzazz. Because the thing is, if it has a higher pick rate and a higher win rate, usually people pick it up that are just not familiar with it at all. Like Scion, right? Scion has, like, a super high win rate, and it just busts through almost any matchup. It just obliterates them. Like, it would obliterate Gnar. It would not be... I could just get dove by the jungler level 3 or something. Like, it would be really hard. Now, the thing is, you also want to look at jungle matchups, of course. Graves versus Rammus. I favor Rammus a little bit. Like, I like that in terms of composition a little bit more. But, I mean, in Graves, especially in this elo, the composition is very theoretical. I mean, let's be honest, this Graves could go 100-0. Like, you don't know, right? Yeah, it's like, I should be able to win the Garen matchup, at least in terms of CS. Like, I might not be able to kill him if he plays it right. Oh, that doesn't hit him. Alright. That's funny. So, from here I would hit him, I'm pretty sure. But maybe I want to shove the wave instead. Nah. Let's just poke him. Haha. And I'm just gonna shove this. Make sure that Graves can't sit on my face. The more I poke the Garen, the harder it is for the Graves to gank. So, hard shoving in this case is not my only concern. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, being sloppy in the CS is something I've been working on a lot, but it's still a work in progress. Will it ever stop being a work in progress is the question, right? Just had to adjust the volume there a little bit. So, it's 2 minutes and 6 seconds. If someone did like a cheeky double buff route, which I would not expect, right? Then you could get screwed over doing this strategy, right? That's the ultimate hard counter. It works even in competitive. People do it sometimes, particularly because of this strategy and because it's so popular, right? But you do need a champion that can gank level 2, and I mean, Graves is such an example of a champion. Now, this is the safest ward because it covers going from try, right? As long as they can't enter the lane here, then he would just have to come in from this direction, right? If I don't push up now. So if I push up really deep, then I can always get ganked because I can only ward one of the two ways of coming in. Now the advantage if you succeed at shoving someone in, one of the advantages is that you get to ward, and therefore once he wards later on, right, once he starts shoving, you know where he warded, so it's a little bit awkward. Look at how awkward this would be if I had a little bit more damage. If I had like a Kled or something here, and I could actually bust through his health bar, right, then this would be very hardcore. But I'm not a Kled. What? He walked up so aggressive all of a sudden. He hasn't used his Q like the entire game, and suddenly he just starts walking up. So you can imagine. I mean, might not have needed. Oh, what? I didn't expect him to still throw that out because that just screws over the Garen, really. So this is just one of these things where you don't expect it, but it happens. Look at this guy. He just spins through the wind minion wave. What are these people doing, dude? What are they doing? I mean, these people are just, like, absolute monkeys. Holy shit. And now I'm actually in the range where I could get killed by Graves hiding in the rush. They should have just set that up. Like, after I got poked down... Oh! Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's because he just spinned through the wave and dodged my every single ability. Oh, he says he's on the way, but he's actually on the way to Diana. Always make sure that you check if people are actually doing what they're saying, because sometimes they don't do what they're saying. Very simple advice, but it's pointed. What? Apparently I can't click on minions. I'm a little bit dissatisfied with my performance here, but at least I didn't die. I mean, that's something, right? What? I 100% thought that minion would die. I think it dies when I get a longsword, right? So I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway, continuing. He's doing well on the CSing part. And just because he spinned through the minion wave while I had Mega Gnar, which is just an absolute donkey move if I kept track of it closely enough, he actually dodged my W and I actually just almost died, right? And if Grave set it up properly, I would 100% have died. Disable reduced. What a funny one. As long as he can't spin me, then the Q damage is a little bit underwhelming. Now, right now in Garen, it's better to just max out E, so you really don't want to get spun on. As long as I'm not the villain, then this matchup should not be horrible. Alright. Just little cheeky, you know, like, interrupting a back like that can really cost someone quite a few CS, you know. If you have a CS differential that isn't very big, right, at 10 minutes, then these kind of things that cost someone a few CS, that can really make an impact, you know. Won't win you the game, but it's a nice little bonus, you know. Alright, now let's ward up, because I haven't been... I have to be honest here, my awareness hasn't been on point. So, I'm just gonna let him shove now. Just set up the minion wave that shoves into me by stopping it a little bit. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. So, in terms of the lane, Gnar doesn't win a whole lot of matchups. Garen should be fine. Okay, well that's an awkward, like, because of the brush, right? I walked out of the brush, so he just used that to his advantage. He has some lane patterns that are not horrible, and then he has some that are. What? Okay, well that's his flash. Wow. What? That still killed him? What? Whoa, that is unlucky, my friend. That is unlucky. I'm not sure if this is gonna hit the turret. Of course I want to shove it into the turret, but I can't stay for another wave, so I just did that in time. Just look at how close it was, just in time, right? In the meanwhile, the bot lane's getting boned, but that's, you know, like, sorry, no mana. Yeah, that's the classic. That's just one of these things, like, that's just that little bit of competitive mindset, like, come on, don't do that shit. That nice bait, by the way. Nice Rammus mechanics. Like, he actually played that really well. Kudos to the Rammus. Okay, I'm just gonna help him out here. Alright, cool. Now, you could ask yourself, why is he not donating that for Fizz while he's 0-2? You could ask yourself, why does he take that before he backs? You could say, well, at least the Graves could have taken it otherwise, right? That's one argument. Like, you could defend him, right? And I would probably even agree, like, sure, there are reasons to take it right now instead of one you back. Oh, wow, I missed 2 of those. Alright. They actually got a kill. Good job. Should probably ward up anytime soon. I mean, I have sufficient lane control that's hard to gank. But it's still possible. Yeah, it would be very hard. Like, looking at this, like, when I can keep poking him like this and he has to use his abilities on the wave. Right, it's very hard for them. Alright, just stop him from healing a lot. That's good. Poke him down, keep him down. Keep him on his feet, you know. Like, you don't need to kill him, you just need to make sure that he doesn't heal up. And now I got enough for my Black Cleaver, so... I mean, through his stupidity, I've been able to kill him once, but... So look at this, see, now he's, like, afraid to CS, and that's exactly what I want. I want him away from the CS. See, he's staying, but not CSing. That is his worst nightmare. Wow, I missed that boomerang. So I'm not going to be interrupting this back because I just did it stupidly, right? Alright, I'm not going to play around with him. In the meanwhile, there's a CS hitting his turret, so... Win for me. It's going to be harder for him to interrupt my back. As I, indeed, was saying. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. So I'm not sure, that loses him a fair bit of health. What is he doing? Is he going to go to his Krugs or something? Alright. So yeah, this lane, it's not the most fun and interactive lane in the game. There's not a whole lot of commentary like, Garen at this point is unable to fight me. What? I didn't know I was tanking the turret. Therefore, I'm trying to poke him down. Like, that's fairly obvious, right? As long as I keep Garen down enough, then the Graves won't be able to gank. And I can just pressure the turret eventually. That's close. Hey, tee-hee. Alright. I fucked up, but at least I mitigated the mistake of me fucking up, right? Like by actually flashing on the right. I had my flash up that entire fight. I knew he would probably not be able to kill me on that HP. So I don't know what he means with luck. It's like his Q animation is a little bit so I can react to that. It's not like I need to be Faker God level unkillable Demon Lord, right? What are you doing, Fizz? You're farming my lane. Yeah. Yeah, that is actually true. The Ezreal is actually 100%. And I just talked about that in the last video. I'm just gonna repeat it now in case you didn't watch that one. It's just like, you know, you want to take the turret, right? We're taking the tower, you moron. I mean, I 100% agree with bot lane here. They have to pressure that turret. I 100% agree. Like, I'm already pressuring top lane, so they're not gonna switch to top lane, right? Like, that's just common sense. Like, they're playing this out correctly. So, 100% agree with the bot lane. What can I say? I don't understand how they got killed there. I mean, there's a Rammus there, and a Janna, and the Janna has ultimate. Didn't use it. Ezreal has E, and Janna has a shield, and, like, it's disengage on peel. How can you die when there's disengage, and peel? Right? I don't understand that. Mr. Marin over here wants to surrender. This guy's playing up. Why the hell is he playing up? Maybe there's someone here. Alright, dab on the haters, dab on the Garen, and we'll be fine. Oh, alright. Alright. I think I kited towards enemy minions instead of my own ones, right? Whoopsie. Shouldn't do that. That's not a good idea. Pro tip. Don't kite to enemy minions. Because enemy minions don't give you anything. Like, he just auto-attacked me straight through that. That would have been a lot closer if I actually kited towards my minions and stopped him from buckshotting, whatever the shots are called, right? Like, basic attacking me. What is this for? Okay, that's pretty close. Why is he pinging the fizz missing? Like, that is a fine rotation. You can't blame your own death in mid lane on the enemy fizz, right? Like, they have nothing. Yeah, that is true. Like if I don't know what the guy's doing. Alright, if that guy takes over my lane and wants to die a couple of times there, then that's alright with me. He needs his support. He needs to have that Janna by his side permanently, right? Because they have a Diana that's fed out of their mind, right? Alright. Holy shit, these people. What? Whoops. What? Holy shit, that fizz. Alright, just telling that guy, like, okay, you're 1-4, you're 1-4, you're 1-4, alright? You're not gonna make any plays right now. You're not gonna outplay the 8-0 Diana, not because you're not a good player. Maybe that's part of the reason, but that's not the main reason. Right now, the reason you can't win those, and you're not gonna outplay him, is because you're 1-4. And you have equally as much farm as the Diana, so you're not winning out on that. You are just going to have to try and use your ultimate to survive. Not to get kills, but to disengage from a Diana that's doing a triple ultimate on you. Right? You get that, right? You get how that works, right? Like how you are really far behind and you can't make plays right now. It's just a basic concept of the game. You can't always make plays. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And we're all mid bronze 5 level. Turret top is almost down and is being pressured by the Gnar. Turret bot lane is already taken. So we're just going mid to take that turret because that's the last standing tier 1 turret. What is this, bronze 5 or something? It's like, what? That's the entirely appropriate play. Where else would you go right now? Where else would you go? What does this guy think you should do in this time? Just go top lane? Where the Gnar is already out pressuring the Garen? Like, they could go there after I kind of lost pressure, right? Like, that's fine. But why would you go there when I'm busting this Garen's balls off, right? That would be... It just makes no sense. It makes no sense, dude. What is life? What is life? This guy's gonna make some intricate statement about reality, dude. Yeah, after Diana got killed, you can't get close to him. It's consequence. It's not the other way around. It's not like you couldn't go close to them and then you went mid and it's like, what are you doing? It's like they fucked up in whatever individual way. Individually, they started dying and getting picked off by Blitzcrank. That's not on a macro play, right? Wow, that damage, that's nothing. Alright, well, I'm doing fine, but my teammates are just getting bones. Like, I'm just playing it safe, you know, stalling the game out, seeing if we can do something later. And they're just like, let's go! Like, I agree now, at this point, we should not go, like, you know, push mid. Like, no, yeah, this time has passed. I agree with that. It's just that before that, when it was actually, the game was even at some point, and we were actually ahead, right? And at that point, yeah, sure. You should push the last standing tier 1, right? That's just what you do in that situation. No doubt about it. So again, they just keep getting pulled, and I mean, I presume that Janna is not using the ultimate in time as well. I can't just blame this on the people that are dying. I also have to take a very critical look at the fact that we have a Janna ultimate, and I've seen it up 3 times when people died. And this time as well, she used it after the Fizz already died. And all I can ask myself is, why, right? Yeah, canoodle the minions. That is how you win games. Just canoodle the minions. Well, I don't know where Diana is. As long as... Oh, there she is. Alright, then I can actually go for this, right? As long as we are away from the Diana, we should be fine. I'll give it to him. Did he just flash? What? Alright, just go for a pick here. Yeah, fine, fine. We just wait for 25 minutes and one guy just suicides into us. Alright, we'll take the kill, right? Diana is gone. That's it. That's how you do it. That's how you create kills when there are none. You just wait for Diana to disappear into a side lane, and then you hammer them. Now Diana, I don't know how much damage she does. But I don't think she can 3v1. Alright, cool. See, that's how you kind of keep a game alive. That's just you just wait for the enemy to screw up tremendously. You don't do something special and interesting and whoa-wee, are we doing well here? You just wait for them to do this kind of shit and you just pick them off and you get a couple of kills, you get a turret. And you might not win this game, but you know that you tried to make it work. And that's all you can do. Oh, well fuck. Oh, whoops. That hop. Alright, anyway. So yeah, in this kind of game, you cannot fight an even numbered fight. You have to, the two conditions are that Diana's gone because nobody else is super powerful. Or if Diana's there, it has to be like 3v1, super outnumbered. Right? You can't do that when it's just, oh, it's me and Ezreal. Oh yeah, that's 2v1 to Diana. We outnumber her. No. You need way bigger margins than that, dude. Way bigger margins. So I'm gonna go with the adaptive helm. I don't feel like going for a wit's end because that's just a fucking greedy build here. I think I just need to be a tank. I need to not die, right? I do base damage on my W. I'm just gonna stick with that base damage and rely on my tankiness. So, yeah, in this macro game, you should not be able to win. You have to rely on your opponents to make mistakes. And if they don't, well, then you don't win. That's just how it happens. That's just how this game works. Like, this kind of fight I disagree with, but... they just went for the front line instead of the back line. What? Did he just flash over here? The fuck? And they got aced. What the actual fuck? I went on to Diana a little bit too late. And therefore that fight was really fucking difficult. And we still pulled it together. I have no idea. I don't have the proper oversight here. But yeah, that's really nice. Alright. Makes it substantially harder, me missing that hit. Alright. Yeah, we needed to get in some good hits there, and I missed all of them, so we just couldn't get that. And then Fizz jumps in with ultimate, which he never should have done anyway. Like, I missed my opportunity, so we missed the opportunity to get the in-hit, now just get the fuck out. Maw of Mortis. That would have been an option for me as well. I prefer to go with a tanky Gnar build. Even when we already have a tank, I still go with the tanky Gnar build. Like, I just like being a tank. in these kinds of games where where we're behind. I feel like we need a tank. I don't know. It's like I would have to ask someone who's better at the game in order to get conclusive, like, answers to these kind of questions, like what should you go for. Looking at their team, they still do have a fair bit of, you know, crit damage. So I'm gonna go with Warden's Mail for the cold steel. It's gonna reduce the, you know, Garen and Graves and Asriel all benefit from the attack speed. So if they attack me with autos, they get slowed. I mean, even the Diana to a much lesser extent. It still has value. So I'm gonna let the Asriel farm that CS in bot lane, and I'm just gonna take a jungle camp here. See, at this stage of the game, the jungle camps aren't just for the junglers, right? Alright. We have to get some wards down here. What is the Janna doing? Holy shit! Just the general game sense, the positional sense. What? Why would you go in right now? Nobody is split off. Nobody is doing anything wrong. It's just complete clusterfuck. Why would you do it? Just what? What are these people doing? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is just awkward. I'm playing my ace game. I'm bringing it the best I've got, right? And I'm satisfied. Well played. I like it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I ain't fucking around. Wait, what? Did it put a new pink word there? Oh, I just didn't kill it. Sure. I mean, we're not in a position where we can do anything about the, like, I don't mind. It's still like, I mean, I want the experience in gold more than anything else. It's just a little bit of free experience in gold. And it is a pink word. It is a pink word. Pink word's a pink word. You know what they say? Like, if at some point we start winning this game, they might catch us on a rotation here. It's always a possibility. So it is a pink word. So now all we can do is just defend, right? Like, and risk something. Like, what's this word gonna do? Are we gonna invade right now? Are we going to Are we gonna push to the inhibitor? Is that what we're doing right now? No, we're defending. So set up a ward here against the flank. Set up this ward. That's a good one. I don't know if that's Diana. I don't even know if that's Jenna's ward. I doubt it. Right, set up a ward maybe over here. See them coming a little bit earlier. That's the kind of wards you want. Why? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Woohoo! That was close. Woo-wee, that was close. That's a good ultimate. Haha! My famous sidestep. That did a lot of damage, by the way. Nice Ezreal ultimate. I like it. I like it. I like it. We're keeping ourselves in this game. I still believe. I was gonna say, oh, it's gonna be an educational video. And then we have the most boring lane in the game and the most boring macro game. I can't commentate on a lot here. It's like, we are behind. We're just looking for picks. Like, you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, well, I think you did. Oh, I had a prediction, you know, I'm just predicting her to like, I had a flash or E over the wall. So I'm just tossing my boomerang there, but she never even made it. What can I say? These guys must be tilted, by the way. Imagine that this happens to you. You would be tilted. I would be tilted. Say it that way. 1, 2, 3. 1. Boom. Boom, boom. Got it. Push out the top wave. I have teleport. I have an item to buy. Jesus Christ, my attack speed. I might go for Phantom Dancer after this as the last item. I can't do this, I can't. Oh. Well, if this is the only guy that's over here, then he's fucking dead. I'm just not even gonna try. Like, I'm not even gonna try to outplay him without flash. I am just going to just flash on top of him and kill him. I want it the lowest Ryan's possible way because Elder Drake is up. This kill was so important. I have pretty good confidence that I can do that without anything. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna do it like this. We are doing it. Holy moly. This game is potential. We are now officially ahead. We are now officially the ones that would be able to throw it, right? Like, because we're ahead. Oh, those are some good Ezreal Qs. And Remus comes in here and he's just gonna murder both their ass. It's just like, they can't do anything here. I don't even have to flash. That is it. That is game. Throw out the fish if you want to. I would be alright with that. I'm not gonna flame you for it. I thought we could end. I might have been wrong. Wow. He died quicker than I thought. Okay. Oh, that is actually not bad. That is actually not bad. Some people, they disappoint and then they don't. Yeah, good heal, good heal. This is it. This is it. The Garen is trolling. And, oh, man. We're winning this. I'm not even gonna do anything here. I'm not trolling here. I'm not trolling him. I'm ending the fucking game. I'm ending the game, guys. Damn. We actually won that shit. I can't believe it. Holy shit. We actually won the game? What? How did we do that? I don't know. This is one of the best Gnar games I've ever had. Like, it's just like, in terms of, like, I always start becoming impatient and then feeding and just going in and feeding, and this time I kept my head cool. I knew Diana's so far ahead, we just have to wait it out until she's in the side lane or something, and then maybe we can look for something, or if it's like the reverse situation when she's actually mid or whatever and nobody else is around. It's like, we can't go in even numbers, or even 2v1 against Diana. I knew that, right? And we just kept it level head and just waited for them to do exactly that, to exactly send that Diana top lane and then just push down mid lane as if they're king of the worlds because they're, you know, they're ahead or something. Diana is ahead. Not everyone has kills, right? So yeah, that's it. That's it for this one. If you liked it, consider leaving a like, and if you want to see content similar to this, then consider subscribing, because I will be making more of this shit in the future. And one last thing, if you have suggestions for the kind of league content you want me to make, just leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will definitely read them. Not a famous YouTuber here. I will definitely be able to read all your comments, pretty sure. Right, so that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.